In the vibrant heart of Johannesburg, where the city never truly sleeps and the rhythm of life beats loudest, Nia's laughter floated through the narrow aisles of her family's small bookstore in Soweto. It was the kind of laughter that made people pause mid-step, the kind that reminded you that joy could exist even in a city heavy with history. The bookstore had stood there for decades, its wooden shelves worn smooth by countless hands, its walls soaked with stories whispered, read aloud, and passed down through generations. The air inside carried a comforting mix of old paper, dust, and freshly baked cookies cooling on the counter near the window. It was a smell that told a story of home. Nia had grown up in that bookstore, tucked between novels and poetry collections, listening to her grandmother, Mbuya, read folktales in the soft evenings. Mbuya had believed that stories were medicine, that words could heal, guide, and bind a community together. When she passed, Nia took on the responsibility of keeping the bookstore alive, not just as a business, but as a sanctuary. Every morning, Nia unlocked the doors with a quiet promise to her grandmother, "I will protect this place." She hosted poetry readings, children's storytelling afternoons, and late-night discussions where elders and youth sat side by side. The bookstore wasn't just hers, it belonged to Soweto. One crisp autumn afternoon, as golden leaves skittered along the pavement outside, Nia was preparing for a small poetry reading. She arranged chairs, adjusted the microphone, and pinned handwritten quotes to a corkboard near the entrance. That's when she noticed him. Outside the shop, sitting on a low concrete ledge, was a young man with a sketchpad balanced on his knees. His pencil moved quickly, confidently, capturing the life of the street, the vendors calling out prices, children chasing each other, taxis weaving through traffic. There was a stillness about him, as if the chaos around him couldn't break his focus. Something about the quiet intensity drew Nia's attention. His name was Kwame. Kwame had come to Johannesburg from Botswana with nothing but a backpack, a few saved notes, and a dream that refused to let him rest. He wanted to be an artist, not just one who painted pretty pictures, but one who told African stories honestly. His art blended tradition and modern life, ancestral memory and city struggle. But Johannesburg was unforgiving. Galleries wanted trends, not truth. Bills piled up. Doubt crept in. Slowly, the fire that once burned in him had begun to flicker. That evening, as the bookstore filled with soft voices and snapping fingers from the poetry reading, Kwame stepped inside. On impulse, he pinned a few of his sketches and paintings onto an empty wall, unsure if anyone would even notice. Nia noticed. Her eyes were immediately drawn to a painting titled Tshwala. It showed a Botswana sunset, deep oranges, purples, and golds melting into one another. It wasn't just a landscape. It felt alive, emotional, like a memory someone had loved deeply. As she reached out, almost forgetting herself, their eyes met. Time slowed. In that moment, the noise of the city faded. No traffic, no voices, just two souls recognizing something familiar in each other. They talked long after the chairs were stacked and the lights dimmed. They sat on the bookstore floor, backs against the shelves, sharing stories like offerings. Nia spoke of her grandmother, of the weight and beauty of inheritance, of fearing that one day the bookstore might close and take a piece of her heart with it. Kwame spoke of home, of Botswana skies, of feeling torn between honoring his roots and surviving the present. Days turned into weeks. Kwame became a familiar presence in the bookstore, sketching in the corner, helping arrange events, listening to stories that fed his art. Nia began writing again, her words colored by the images Kwame painted. Together, they created something new, art and poetry nights that filled the space with laughter, tears, and healing. Kwame's work began to change. His colors grew bolder, his lines more confident. People started noticing. Nia, too, found herself growing, her voice stronger, her dreams clearer. They didn't just fall in love, they grew into themselves through each other. Their love wasn't loud or rushed. It was patient, rooted, a meeting of past and future. One evening, standing on a hill overlooking the glowing city of Johannesburg, Kwame took Nia's hand. The sun dipped low, painting the sky in the same colors as Tshwala. He turned to her and said softly, "You are my sunset. You are the color that fills my canvas when I forget why I started." Nia smiled, tears in her eyes, knowing that their love was not an ending, but a beginning. And under the African sky, with the city breathing below them, they understood that their story would live on, not just in books or paintings, but in the hearts of those who believed in love, legacy, and the power of two souls finding each other exactly when they were meant to.